Okay, all right, everybody. So it's May 1st. That's exciting in a lot of ways. I love new months. Um, the reason why I love it is because we get to start fresh and we get to forget about the things we weren't able to accomplish last month, or if things got in the way, we can just start all new again. So, um, the very first thing we do in the beginning of the month is we put our steps to success. If you don't know where that is, it is in your eSuite under documents. You go right away and type in steps is what I just do. I just type in steps and it pops up. Just select the English one or whatever country you're in, and print it up right away. That way you have your plan in front of you. You want to get a minimum of 4 customers every month and then 3 distributors. It just kind of gives you an idea of what your game plan is for the month. Okay, every month I print off a new one, whether I filled it out or not. Every month I start fresh. So it's just a good way to kind of refocus and get started. So, all right, you guys, I have some notes here because I tend to get off subject very easily. If you know me at all, you know that I am kind of scatterbrained. And so I'm just going to kind of, I want to welcome all the newbies. I'm not sure who on here is a newbie, but we'll probably be sharing this with our newbies down the road. So welcome, everybody. If I have never talked to you, welcome. My name is Debbie Nienhuis. I am a Double Diamond leader in your business. So everybody here can feel free to reach out to me. If you have a question, feel free to reach out to me. I tend to answer pretty fast. But if I know you have a leader above you, I will wait a while to answer so I can allow your leader to answer you first. That's just the way that we establish layered leadership. And because once you have a team underneath you, you are a leader to your team. And I want you to establish leadership roles once you get that. So feel free to message me. But if you have a leader above me, or above you rather, that's in between me and you, message them first, okay? So welcome. This is a really awesome time, you guys, to get involved in this company. It's an exciting time in this business right now because we are on the upswing. We came with election year. We had a little bit of a dip in our whole economy. That was the way it is, in retail, real estate, everything. It just happens that way with election year. So we are on the upswing now, which is very, very exciting. And the company knows this, and they have so many awesome things ahead of us. Like, how cool is it that today they announced the free essential oils with the builder kit? Like, that doesn't ever happen unless it's like at an event or something. So very, very cool. Use this to build your business. Take advantage of what the company is doing for you because they will place the right tools in front of you. You guys just have to take it and run with it. Okay, so we give all sorts of really cool ideas on our team pages. Plug into those daily. If you don't get notifications about it, make sure the notifications are set on to our Wrap Squad team page. You're probably involved in other team pages too, so pick whichever ones help you the most and turn the notifications on. You probably don't need notifications on every single one of them because it gets a little bit much sometimes. So if you're like me and you get distracted easily, just pick a few and stick with those, okay? Pretty much the same thing is on everything. And if you are lost and you can't find something on the pages, you know to use the search button on the top of the page. So you can search groups. You can search the Wrap Squad. If you have questions on hair, skin, nails, before you post a question, just search hair, skin, nails in all your groups. See if maybe that question was found that you can find the answer yourself. Or you can always go to www.myitworksproductcoach.com. And that is an entire coaching system for us that has frequently asked questions about all of our products. It has all of the benefits of all of our products on it, and it's a huge tool to use if you're new and you don't know exactly what the products do. So we learn as we go. I did not know any of the products when I first started. I didn't even try a wrap. I never tried anything. I just signed on and I learned as I went. And there's a saying that says, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So it's okay not to know what you're talking about sometimes. We have a whole entire group of people on our pages that are willing to answer questions for you. You can send screenshots to your upline and they will help you with a conversation. So don't be afraid to reach out is what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid to do your own research. Don't be afraid to just go and message people, because that is what we want to do. We want to go spread the word about our business. We're network marketers, so we want to go and talk to our network of people and build our network. Okay, that's our whole entire job. So number one, the very, very first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's what I talk to my distributors about right away when I sign them, is what is your why? Why are you joining? I want you guys all to have your why written down. Why are you doing this? And we talk about this a lot because your why should drive you. Your why should get you over the humps that we have in our daily life. Your why should refocus you. So if you go to bed and you think, okay, for me, my why is my children. I want to stay home with my kids. And I want to bring my husband home before he's 40. So for me, that is my why. And when I lay down on my head at night, I think to myself, did I do everything I could today to reach my goals? If my answer is no, I usually pull out my phone and I message 20 more people because I want to end the day right. So you have to have that why in your head. If your why are your children, it means that you're going to do whatever it takes right now to reach that why, even if it means not spending every second with those children. So this is a thing that a lot of people have. They tell me their why, and then they tell me their excuse why they can't build their business is their why. So I'll give you an example. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense the way I said it. But so let's say you tell me that my why is my children. I want to be home with my children. And then the reason you can't build your business, you can't go to events, is because your child has t-ball or your child has soccer. That is using your why as an excuse. So for me, I know that I have to miss 4 of my daughter's t-ball games. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. That sucks. But I know that in order for me to reach my goals, I have to give up something. So in order for me to get my great, I need to give up something good. Okay? So always think that way when you're thinking about your why. So, yes, your why should just really, really drive you. My why drives me every single day. Okay? Make sure you tell your upline your why. So tell the person that enrolled you why you want to do this, because we can help keep you accountable. I know we all have different personalities. I'm a very upfront personality. So if my team comes to me and says something that they want to do, I'm going to hold them to it. And I'm going to tell them, this is what we have to do to get you there. And I don't take excuses. So if you need that, if you need somebody to drive you, tell your upline that I need that from you. I need you to keep me accountable, because it is so easy in this life to get distracted and to just kind of stop working. This is something that is easy to push aside. It's easy to take care of our chaos first and then work your business in the last few minutes that you have of the day. And we really, if you have this as a big why in your life, you should make this a priority. So some people don't want this to be a huge thing in their life. They just want it to be a hobby, and it's fine. You're free to do that. You're free to have whatever desires you want out of this company. It's your own business. But as it being your own business, we're not used to that. Society is not used to having to be your own motivator. We go to a job, we get motivated by our boss. The boss tells us what to do. We go do it, we punch out, we come home, right? So this is something completely different. It's a different mindset. If you have not been an entrepreneur before, it might be a completely different way of thinking for you. So you have to think, this is your goose egg. You have to work for it. You have to tend to it, and you have to be the one that is motivated every single day on your own. So we can help you get started. We can tell you what to post. We can post different ideas for you. But you, in the long run, have to do your own pushing of yourself. Okay? So make sure you tell people your why. I love seeing people's whys put on Facebook. I love that you include other people in your why, because when I post my why and I talk to people about my why and I do lives about my why, I know I'm reaching out to other people that are just like me that have the same why. So there's other working moms out there that don't like putting their kids in daycare, that want that freedom of time, and I know I can reach them by sharing my why. So every single one of you have a why that will reach somebody. So why not put it out there? Why not talk to people about it? Why not share it with people? Doing lives on Facebook is amazing for your algorithm. Like, you might only have 1 or 2 viewers at the first few times. Shoot, I still have 1 or 2 viewers when I do it every once in a while. But then I look a couple hours later and I have 65 views. So it's like I know my videos are getting out there, so I'm not discouraged by the number of viewers I have. So just get it out there and get used to it and practice with those lives, because that is so huge in your business, especially if you're using Facebook as a way to advertise. Okay. The other thing is you should be communicating with your upline and touching base weekly. We shouldn't have to reach out to you. So if I don't hear anything from my team, I just assume they're not working. So reach out to your upline, show them that you're plugging in, show them that you want this. Because if we have an extra distributor and I'm not sure where to place it, guess what? I'm not going to place it under somebody that's not reaching out to me. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that these people are working with me and that they want this alongside of me. I can't do it for them. They have to want it. So make sure you're reaching out to your upline, you're communicating with your upline, you're working alongside of them, you're wanting to include them in your plans and your goals. If you don't get along with your upline for some reason, that's fine. We are all women and we all have different personalities. It's okay. And you can reach out to someone else on our team. So reach out, whatever you want me to do. We all should be together as a team. And someone above me is my sister Tammy, and then there's Stephanie above her. So Stephanie will not respond to you if you reach out to her, just like, she has way too many messages every day. So find somebody that you can connect with. Find somebody that you can work alongside with. That's completely fine. If you show them that you're hungry to succeed, they want to run with you. So if you show us that you are hungry for this, I want to work with you. If you don't show me that you're hungry and you are full of excuses and you don't have the focus that I'm looking for, I won't work alongside of you. It's just the way it is. I have to run with my runners, walk with my walkers, but I will not sit with my sitters because I have goals and ambitions in this business. So when you have your own teams, that's the mindset you should have too. We have to kind of qualify our time. So this is a great training Zoom that everybody that's plugged in can hear everything. We have so much training on our pages. We have so much training accessible to you. Okay. So make sure you take advantage of it all. So let's see. Another thing is we want to, when you start a business like this, you have to stay excited about it. Like, it is something that when you first sign up, you are excited and you want to go and share it with everybody because it's such a huge opportunity. And we know this. We know this is a big opportunity. We see the people making money. We see people's paychecks. If you've plugged in and gone to any One Team of Missions or any corporate events, you see that there are people making, over $100,000 a month in this business. Our upline is one of them, Stephanie and Joel. They make over $100,000 a month. Imagine making that kind of money. So how excited would you be if you could, make that tomorrow or the next day or next month? I mean, we have to stay excited like that because that's what draws people to us. So if I just sat there and I was not excited about my business, I wasn't passionate about my business, I would not draw anybody to me. But if I'm excited and I stay excited and enthusiastic and full of energy about it, that's what's going to draw people. So we want to make sure that we look at our posts. Are our posts looking excited? Are we showing ourselves excited about the products? When we have a shipment come in, we should be taking a selfie with our shipment and being excited. I can't wait to try this. If you're brand new, like, I can't wait to try this. I'll keep you guys all updated. You know, things like that you're showing yourself using the products. We're showing ourselves a part of the company. And if we want our customers to order things from us, we should be using it ourselves. So every day I use my greens. Every day I use my skincare line. Every day I use my It's Vital Core nutrition packets. Every day I use a shake of some sort, either Profit or the shake. And, you know, and I wrap, obviously, but it's like, show yourself doing that. Show yourself in that lifestyle. And that's going to get you guys publicity. People are going to be starting to watch your stuff. If you don't get any likes on your posts, it's the algorithm. It's probably because you're not liking and commenting on other people's posts, or you don't have a big enough audience. So every single person on here, if you've been in the business for over a year, you should have over 1,000 friends on Facebook. Okay, that's just kind of something we grow our network every day. Don't be scared by it. It's something that we just, every day, the beginning of the day, I go into a group that I'm a part of, I friend somebody, and then I start friending their friends. So that's just one way that you can grow your network. I do 20 friend requests a day. It's not much. It doesn't take a long time. It takes maybe 10 minutes to do. And then I do the same thing for my Instagram account. I just go on and I take, you know, I just start friending other people. Super easy, super fun way, I guess. I don't know. It's not that hard. It's either that or going out and talking to 20 people a day, you know, about your business and blitzing them and getting their information and finding them. So it's something, just a way to grow our network. And for me, I'm busy in the morning. It's simple. I can quick do it, and I'm there with the kids. So make sure you're doing that daily. Grow your network. Get more friends on Facebook, because if you're not having interaction, it's because you're not connecting with enough people. And you're not commenting on people's posts. You're not liking people's posts. So many times we just open our notifications to see who's liked our posts. But how often do we actually go into other people's posts and like their posts? That's something we should be doing all the time. If you want people to like your posts, you should be liking their posts. It's kind of like, you know, treat others like you want to be treated, kind of, right? Like if you want people commenting on your posts, you comment on their posts. So it doesn't have to be super thought out. You can even be like, oh my gosh, girl, I love this, you know, things like that. And it just connects that person to you, and it grows your relationship. So then they're going to be watching you a little bit more. They're going to be watching your next post. And so what I do is at night, I go through like the alphabet A's on my Facebook list, and I just start liking and commenting on their posts. So then everybody that I liked and commented on, my next post in the morning, my first post in the morning, will show up on their feed. Okay, so that's really simple. We have weekly phone calls, you guys, that the corporate puts out for you. And it's something like tonight, there's a 9 o'clock call, which I probably will go over, so I apologize, but there will be a replay of it. So if you go into myworksevents.com and you click on the calendar, there will be the phone calls that you can get on. If you have downloaded the Wired app on your phone, it will pop up and notify you when there's a corporate call. So we all should be plugging into those calls. I plug in every Sunday, every Monday, and then there's a Tuesday call as well. So make sure you follow Pam Souter, Mike Patillo, and Mark Pentecost, because those are where they're going to post things like the calls if you don't have the Wired app. So make sure you're plugging in.
And Debbie, I finally set a alarm on my phone that repeats every Sunday and Monday night to remind me, especially until you get into the habit of remembering that. But they're so huge, especially the Monday night calls are amazing.
Yeah, it is. And so tonight, the one that's going to be tonight is really, really big. So I apologize. I'm keeping you guys over for that. But there's going to be every single call they record, and there's a replay. So make sure you just plug into those replays. You can go back through, weeks and listen to the replays all week, so it's always going to be there. So plug in with your team, plug in the meetings, do events, go to conference and boot camp and green carpet, you guys. Events are huge. And you know what? When I was executive, I was going to conference. I bought a plane ticket. I paid for my hotel room. I went to conference, and I hadn't made much money out of this business yet. So I'd only been in for 4 months. So if you guys want this to work, because my upline said, if you want it to work, you'll do this. You'll plug in, you'll go. And those of us that have been to conference know it's life-changing. Those of us that have been to green carpet know it's life-changing. And One Team Missions are amazing, you guys. And the ones of us that live in Grand Rapids, we get One Team Missions all the time. So we get really used to it, and we don't end up using it as much as we should for our business building. Because if you bring potentials to a One Team Mission, pretty certain you're going to sign that person. That's a huge tool for you to use to convince your potential distributor or a loyal customer to sign on. So those of you that have access to One Team Missions, go to it, because I have a team that drives 4 to 5 hours for one Team Mission. It's just amazing. Like that is people that are dedicated to this business. So make sure you guys are looking at the event calendar and seeing which ones are closer to you and plugging in. Like that should not be up to your upline to remind you all the time of a One Team Mission in your area. You should be wanting to do that on your own. So plug in, look at those events. It should be on your Wired app as well. Sometimes they're not, but I try to post them in our team pages just to say, hey, heads up, here's one in this area if I know we have team there. So plug in, stay connected, you guys. It's so, so huge in this business, because we do have times where this business gets a little hard and we get discouraged and we want motivation. And you know what? An event is the biggest motivation you can get. We leave those events getting so pumped up and so excited, and we're just refreshed. So always plug in. Okay. So social media, a lot of us are using this to build our business. That's amazing. It's a huge, huge tool for using for building. What we want to do and we want to remember is not to just sit behind our phone or computer. We need to go out and about and actually talk to people about our business too, because really it's so much easier to have a team that is in your backyard that you can do trainings with, that you can connect with, that you can, get started with when you first get started in this business. So, I've signed a ton of people from Instagram. I've signed a lot of people from Facebook. But it's a tool I use along with other methods to build my business. We do have to be posting on Facebook daily. And some people are really uncomfortable with that at first, but it's something, if you use this as your storefront, we don't have a store. We don't have a brick and mortar store that we're advertising our products in. So if you are wanting this business to if you're wanting to use social media to advertise, you have to post daily. Now, any post that you have, you're going to be, you're going to only show up to 7 to 14% of your friends. So let's say you have 100 people. You're only going to show up to 7 of them if you post one time. So that's when I hear the people respond and say, I didn't get any likes on it. I'm not getting any response. That's okay. Post more often. That's when you bring it up to 3 posts a day, 4 posts a day, 5 posts a day, 6 posts a day. And that's not just It Works posts. So for every 3 posts that you do of your life, you should be mixing in 3 It Works posts in that. People don't want to get on Facebook and only see a commercial. So make sure that you're posting things that are exciting, that are upbeat, that are positive. I do like a motivation quote in the morning. Then you don't even have to put something with a picture on it all the time. You can just write a random thought that goes through your head, or a random quote that really speaks to you in the morning if you're doing your personal development. Just share something that may relate to other people. So you can scroll through my Facebook and you'll see I'm not only advertisements. You can scroll through Tammy's. She's not just advertisements. You know, a lot of your upline do a really, really, really good job with their social media posting. And if you come to me and you say, Debbie, I'm not getting anywhere, I'm going to look at your Facebook first off, and I'm going to see if I can even tell that you're a Networks distributor. And if I can't tell that you're a Networks distributor, that's where you need to start. And if I'm not drawn into your posts, then there's a start there too. So just figure out how to connect with other people. And we're marketing to our network. So what is your network? If your network is all, college age kids, well, how are you networking? I'd be networking with a bunch of energy drink pictures, protein shakes, wraps. I'd be all over my posts with that, and then showing my life outside of the house, like going out and doing things, if that was my network. My network is largely moms, stay-at-home moms, working moms, and people that are career oriented. So I am showing myself having freedom of time, because that's what's going to get their attention. So think about who you're marketing to and market towards those people. We have to kind of be smart with our marketing tools, because this is what we use as our storefront. So I'm very careful with how I portray myself. I should be portrayed as very positive on my posts. I should be portrayed myself as, careful about like spelling errors when I post, because you want to look professional. You want to look like you are someone that can draw other people. So people notice that. People notice if you've rushed through a post and didn't spell things right. People notice if you are not positive one day. Let's say you've had a really crappy day and you just want to spew all over Facebook. Just resist that urge, because people will see that. They've been watching you and your business, and they're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I want to connect with someone like that. It sounds really weird, but it's so, so true. Like, being positive and being upbeat and being excited about your business every day is what will draw the people to you. They may watch you for a year or 2 or 3. I saw people that have been watching me that are reached out to me just, saying they want to join me, or they were thinking about joining me. And they know that I'm consistent. And so they know that I've been posting every single day for the past 3.5 to 4 years. And I've always been consistent. So that's what they're looking for. People want to join somebody that is not just going to up and leave them if they get started in a business, right? That makes sense. They want to make sure you're connected and plugged in. So even if you post like really, really good for 2 months, and then you have 1 week that you completely fall off and don't post at all, that's gonna make them falter their confidence in you. So even post just once a day during those bad weeks. When I went to Disney, I was gone for a whole week. I just pre-posted on my page because I wanted people to see my post, and at night when I got back to the hotel, I posted again. So there's ways to do it to make it real fast. I mean, you don't have to have a huge setup with it. Anyways, so there's all sorts of ways to do things, and you have YouTube videos to plug into. So if you say to me, Debbie, I'm not signing loyal customers, I'm going to say, well, what are you doing? Who have you messaged? How many people have you talked to? And then I'm going to say, search how to sign loyal customers on YouTube with It Works. Because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos out there giving tips and ideas. So if you have any issues whatsoever, how to sign distributors, how to sign loyal customers, how to chart, how to do a party, like there's videos out there for you. And you can this is your own business, so you can go and research any of it you want to. Okay? No one's stopping you. Trust me. There's people that you want to follow. If you are only following me and your upline with this company, you may get a little distracted and not feel like you're you might feel like you're the only one posting about it works. But if you start friending other uplines like or Ambassador Diamonds, if you are following Stephanie Dunn, Jade Hooper, Susan Wade, Renessa Brown, those are some good ones to follow. Ashley Sinclair, and you're going to see their posts in your feed. And sometimes, it's kind of nice when you're new. You'll be like, oh, she posted, I need to post. It's a kind of a reminder because we're on our phones a lot. No matter if you're too busy to post or not, on Facebook, you're on your phone looking at it. I know you are. It's just the way it is. So make sure that you're using your time on Facebook to work your business and not just scroll, because that's so easy to do. Okay, so there's that. And I think that really that's all I want to start with. Your steps to success, you guys, is joining the business, running your ADBV auto ship. You need to have product on hand. This is your storefront. If you don't have product on hand to give to people or to sample out or to do parties with, your business is closed. It is just the way it is. So that is part of the steps to success. If you're going to be successful in this business, you need to have product. Run an ADBV auto ship. Sign 4 customers a month. Now that 4 customers a month, when you first get your 4, you don't need more than 4 people underneath you. Did you know that? When you get started, you don't need more than 4 customers underneath you. After you get your 4 customers, you start looking for teammates to join you. And then you help them get their 4. And then you help them get their distributors. And then you help them get their 4. And it's on and on and on. That's how you build a business. So a lot of times I see it first. People are like, oh, but I got this loyal customer, and they have a distributor underneath them, and they say, I don't want to give that loyal customer away. Well, why not? You signed a distributor. If you get them 2 loyal customers in their first 30 days, you get a fast start bonus. That is our entire job. Joel Dunn says, in order to unlock the entire compensation plan from our business, our only focus should be sign a distributor, get them 2 loyal customers. Sign a distributor, get them 2 loyal customers. Sign a distributor, get them 2 loyal customers, on and on and on and on. Because it's going to get you $100, $100, $100. So make sure that you are just really focusing on that. Another thing is I know some of you guys said that you want more training videos, and I have backed away a lot from them because I want to see more action. There's less training, more action. That's been the whole saying this entire year with corporate. So it's fine to do training videos every once in a while, and it's fine to plug into these, and it's great, and I love that you guys are all on here. But basically, you can learn this information, but then you have to go off and you have to do the action that follows this training. So the action should be, going out and talking to as many people as you can. Posting on Facebook does not have the masses come to you. They will not come to you and say, please, 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 let me order from you. And maybe 1 or 2 or 3 will, but then after that, they're not going to do that anymore. So what is your job? Our job is to message other people and offer them what we have. Messaging is so, so huge. So our goals should be the steps to success. Working towards that every single month. That is it. That's it. It should be very, very basic. So working towards your steps to success. Once you complete your steps of success 1 month, guess what? Don't just stop. Keep going. Do it again. And then again, and then again, I think there's 1 month that I completed 3 steps of success in 1 month. I've had a couple of my girls do at least 2 steps of success in 1 month. And it's that is so exciting. If you're on a roll, you guys keep going. Don't just stop because you got your 4 loyal customers. Keep working towards that. So the more people you wrap, the better. The more people you message, the better. The more you talk about your business, the better. This is a word of mouth, belly to belly business. We can't sit back and keep our mouth shut and not post and say that life got in the way when we have dreams and goals, right? Because that's something that I'm going to say, well, guess what? You're not going to get it. We are part of a society that just wants success immediately and not work for it. So know that this is not a get rich quick scheme. It is not a get rich quick company. And anybody that tells you that there is such thing as a get rich quick company without putting work in is a scam artist, and you need to run the other way. And this is not it. So make sure that you guys are putting the work in that you need to, and you'll be successful. Okay? Any questions for me? You guys can unmute yourselves and ask questions if you'd like to, or we can just end it right now and get on the call. All righty. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.